Hello, la bienvenida. So as you guys can see from the title, today we're doing another recall haul, as I've been calling them. Today, I believe the VIB sale is starting at Sephora. And as you guys know, I don't really shop it anymore. I haven't shopped that sale in quite about like 3 to 4 years. And I'm so perfectly content. I am no longer Rouge. I'm happy. I'm not dying. I didn't lose a limb. I'm not losing sleep over it. But I always like to think back at the hauls that I did purchase in the past and see where these products stand. I think that that is more of a valuable video to share with you guys, to see what stood the test of time, what went bad, what I got rid of, because then I can see where my money went instead of showing you guys recommendations for the sale. I hope you guys like this because I think it's a lot of fun. And it actually reminds me of products that I completely forgot about that I'm so glad I don't have for one reason or another. So it also gives me a lesson, many different lessons, obviously. So if you're interested to see what is still in my collection from my 2016 Sephora VIB sale haul, and I believe this was a fall one. I can't remember if it was fall or spring. I think it was fall because of the colors that I picked out. If you're interested, stay tuned. But first, if you're new, Alejandra, I go by Alex, eyeshadow enthusiast with the Dasher project pan. If that is something you want to continue to see on your feed, subscribe and join us. And now let's get on to see how much makeup I still have from 2016. Okay, so before I get into this video, I always say this because I have new people, or sometimes some people don't watch this video when I do it often and they just run across this specific video, whatever the case may be. This is a haul from 2016. I am well aware of how old this makeup is. You guys, I have makeup that's even older than what I'm going to share with you guys today. I am not stupid. I will not put anything on my face that I am well aware that has gone bad. Texture has changed. Smell has gone bad. The formula just doesn't perform the same anymore. I do not hold on to makeup that is gone bad just because I feel bad of how much I spent it. I have thrown away Tom Ford products, Chanel products, you name it, YSL products, because they have gone bad. I do not keep them just because, oh, the pretty packaging or because I spent this much money on it. If things have gone bad, I will let it go. But if things have not gone bad, I will not let them go, and I still use them until I feel uncomfortable wearing them. It's only on my face and my face alone, and I am well aware and I'm smart enough to know when to get rid of things. I keep my stuff very clean. I sanitize my stuff. I've gone through this before with you guys, but for those that are new or haven't seen this kind of video or are new to my channel, I just want to put it out there because I am aware of how old this makeup is. Some of it I still own and I still use to this day, and I am fine with it. I'm not putting it on anybody else's face but my own. So I know it's old, but it's still working fine. And as many of you guys have probably caught on, makeup that was made years ago is not the same of what is made today, because I feel like what you buy today does not last as long as in the past. So anyway, let's get into this video. Okay. I am going to start off with lip products to get them out of the way because, that was the second half of this video. I'll link this video down below. I'd rather you not watch it, but if you are going to watch it, have grace, be nice, don't be mean. But I did have quite a bit of lip products going on in this video. So I have my list in front of me, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first things that I saw that were lip products that I purchased were Bite Beauty Duos lipsticks. They were the ones that were like the holiday ones. They were like mini like this, and they were duo-sided. I ended up getting 3 different sets, which meant 6 lip products in total. I don't own any of them. As you guys know, Bite Beauty is a very natural, so sad to say, was a natural beauty brand. A lot of their makeup went bad quickly, especially their lip products. So I do not own any of these. I can tell you right now that none of these I used up fully. I remember the neutral one I did use quite a bit, but the other ones I did not, and they were thrown in the trash. So I don't have those, and I did not get my money's worth out of them. And now if Bite Beauty was around, I wouldn't be buying their lip products, and I didn't. Even when they were closing shop, I didn't buy anything because I knew they weren't going to last a long time. My favorite was Honeycomb. Honeycomb, was it? I think that was a color. Oh, that was my favorite color. I used 2 of those up. I loved that color. I also purchased a Bite Beauty matte lip crayons. They were the mini set of lip crayons that came in a little tin. I still own the tin, but I don't own the lip products. Once again, because of longevity and the formula of those, they went bad. I remember one called Aubergine was in there. One of my favorite colors was like a purple color. Beautiful. There was a red one. I believe a nude one and maybe like a pinky one. Very pretty, really liked it, but again, I did not use those up and they were thrown in the trash. This blows my mind that I did this. The next thing that I ended up buying was Sephora Rouge Cream lipsticks. Now these lipsticks were really good at the time. They were black and I relieved they were discontinuing these because they were repackaging them. I ended up buying 7 lipsticks, you guys. So far, I have bought over 10 lipsticks and it's only been 3 things I've shared with you guys. This is ridiculous, ridiculous. 7 lipsticks. I remember really liking these lipsticks. The color range was amazing in these. The formula was beautiful. They had the matte, the creams, and the sheers in them. These were really, really nice for lipsticks and they were not that expensive. I believe they were under $10 a piece. Really good. I don't own any of them. I decluttered all of them because I had way too many lipsticks. After this year was the year that I realized I had way too many lipsticks. 2016 was the year I was like, all right, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. And all those left, rather brand new. They went to a new family. So I never really used them fully, but I do remember using them and really like the formula. And I wonder if the Sephora lipsticks are still the same, because I do remember they were changing the packaging of them and that's why they went on sale and that's when I bought them. But they were really, really good. I like those lipsticks a lot. And continuing with more lipsticks, because I just couldn't get enough, they had this Ciate trio lipsticks. I remember it was like a Palermo, some girl name with the last name Palermo or something. It was a trio and I remember it was like a nude, a pink, and then a different shade in like a peachy pink. Really pretty formula, really pretty packaging. I found that it was smarter to buy the trio instead of one full-size lipstick because it costs the same thing. Really like this one, but I do remember this set going bad. I do remember using it and I do remember loving it, but it did go bad. That did not go anywhere else but the trash because these also went bad with the Bite Beauty ones. And we continue with more lip products because I didn't have enough. Laura Mercier Cream Smooth Lip Colors. In this haul, I bought 4 of them. 2 nudes, a plum, and a dark vampy shade. I will tell you, out of the 4, I still own 2 of them. Dulce de Leche, that one went bad. I do remember it was a nudie color. Really liked it, but it did go bad. I did end up throwing that one out. Sienna was the other shade. That was a dark vampy red. I did declutter that one because I had enough vampy reds in my collection. I didn't need another one and I could let go of it due to the formula. So the only 2 that I have here still, and they still work fine, is Lychee Parfait, which is this nice pinky nude. Still smells good, still working fine. And the other one is Plum Orchid, which I remember just using recently this summer. Very, very pretty color. So these are the only 2 that I still have in my collection. I still reach for these. This is why they're still here, because I do like them. So I do remember liking Dulce de Leche, but that one did go bad. So out of the 4, I still have 2. And then the last set of lipsticks that I purchased were the last string of NARS Audacious lipsticks. At this point, I think I've owned every color. I love this formula and still love this formula to this day. I still use them. I still rock them. I think they're still my top favorite. If I'm going to pick a high-end lip product, these are my top favorite because they last. I don't need to put a lot on my lips to get a nice pigmented look. I can eat through them and they still stay on my lips. They don't completely go all over the face. I don't need to line my lips if I don't want to with these. And the color range is absolutely beautiful. This was the last time I bought a NARS Audacious lipstick. I haven't bought any new ones, any limited edition ones, because I already have all of them. So I ended up purchasing 5 different shades, and you guys, I still own the 5 different shades. So the first one I had bought was Vera, which was this shade right here. Beautiful shade. As you guys can see, you don't need a lot. You do not need a lot with these. So these still look like they're brand new, but I've used all of mine because you don't need a lot. You really don't. It's just like one swipe, and you're done. So these aren't like the reapplying ones. These will last you a lifetime. Fanny was the other shade, which is so, so pretty. This is beautiful. This is like a purpley shade. Really like this one. Then Charlotte, which was the one that I was wearing in that video. Super beautiful, super vampy. Really, I'm telling you, I really like these. Then we had Audrey, which is like this really nice wearable red. It's a red, but it doesn't have that blue base red, which is really nice. And then the last one was Miss Janet, which is what I'm wearing on my lips today. This is Janet right here. So pretty. I'm telling you guys, these have lasted a very, very long time in my collection. I still own all of them. I am almost done with Barbara, but it has taken me this long to use up. I don't think any of these have gone bad. These still smell good. They still perform fine. They still last on my lips. Again, I don't think lip products or makeup in general is made how it used to, because now I'm not saying that I don't believe some stuff, but it's just like some things I'm like, really? I don't know about that. These are all the lip products that were in this haul and what is left in my collection out of over like 20. No, out of about 26 lip products, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left. 7 left out of that haul. 20 something and I have 7 left. All right, let's move on to the rest of the items in this haul. This was a very long haul, you guys. First up was the thing that I shared was a Kat Von D single in Doce, I don't know. I still have it and I still love it. This is it right here. Guys, these singles that she made, beautiful, beautiful. Still performs exactly like when I originally had it. Very vibrant, very pigmented, and goes on the eyes amazingly. So I still own it and still love it. And this one's a perfect color for this time of year. Then I bought 2 Viseart palettes because obviously 20% off. I wanted to get both of them. And that is my Dark Matters and my Neutral Matte. So these 2 right here. And let me tell you, this Neutral Matte is by far my second most used palette in my collection. And it doesn't even look it. It is so beautiful, so pigmented. I love this. This is when I started falling in love with Viseart palettes, and oh my gosh, I love them. This dark matte one, so pretty for this time of year. I still love these, still recommend these. Obviously, they're still in my collection for a reason. Then I hauled a Sephora Ombre blush palette. If you would have asked me about this palette last year, I still would have owned it. As of this year, it is no longer in my collection. Somebody else fell in love with it and I ended up giving it away. It was a beautiful palette, still performed exactly the way that it was. It was a super huge. I mean, the disc for all the palette or the blushes were huge. Took up a lot of space in my collection and I was more than happy to give it away. So that is no longer in my collection. I didn't get that much use out of it. It was still rather brand new, so whoever has it now is loving it. Then I purchased the Naked on the Run palette because it was on sale. And it brought an eyeliner, a mascara, and a lip gloss in it. You guys, no joke. The mascara, the eyeliner, and the lip gloss were eventually thrown out because I never used them and they were way too old. And the palette itself was sold. I ended up selling that on Poshmark years ago. I never even touched it once. I bought it because it was on sale, because I wanted to try it, never did, ended up selling it. Then there was a Ciate Smokey palette. I do remember returning this palette because in the video I even said I blacked out and I didn't even remember buying it. Yeah, it went right back to the store. I never used it. I am not somebody who likes to purchase smoky palettes. I have a few and that's enough for me. That is a color story that I don't feel like I need a ton of in my collection because I'm not somebody who solely does smoky eyes. If I want a smoky eye look, I'll just get the darker shades out of a palette I already own. So yeah, like for instance, this one. I could do a smoky eye look with this one. I don't need a specific palette that is smoky eye only. So I did return that one. That was one that did not last in my collection that long. Then we bought a duo. This is the NARS Kawaii duo, and I still have that duo till this day. This is a beautiful duo, very, very unique to my collection. This has been used a couple of times, not much, and this color I am planning on using this weekend. Look, it actually matches my sweater today. Ooh, really, really pretty duo. I do like it. I don't regret getting this at all. I think this was my very first duo that I ever bought from NARS, and I don't regret it. At the time, it was limited edition. Now I believe it's permanent. So yeah, I still own it, still love it. Then I purchased 2 Becca Quint eyeshadow palettes, and I still have them. Still have them. Becca did such a wonderful job with these quints. The formula is super smooth. This one is the Ombre Nudes. You guys can see I have used these. I have loved these. These are beautiful and they're so silky, super smooth on the eyes. I still use these, and with many declutters that I've done of eyeshadows, these both have lasted in my collection. This one is a warmer tone. The first one's neutral. This was a little bit more warmer tone. Really, really like these. These are to the point. This is why I don't like to get rid of makeup like this, because how many times can I repeat this color story? And if I get rid of these because they're too old, even though they still work perfectly fine, knowing me, I'd go out and buy these color stories again, because all of a sudden now I don't have these color stories anymore because I got rid of them because they were too old, even though they're still working perfectly fine. This is the reason why I do what I do. These are still in my collection. Still love all of these. Yes, these multiple eyeshadow palette declutters, and they are still here. I've never batted an eye and considered should I get rid of these or not. They will stay in my collection. I can see myself using these even when my face is all wrinkly and squishy. These will still be a great formula to use. The last thing that I did purchase in this whole entire haul was the Cover FX Illuminating Powder. I do remember having this powder. I do remember trying it, but I think I ended up decluttering this one. I remember using the matte version, but I think the illuminating one, I didn't really like it as a highlighter, is the reason why I purchased it. And I didn't like it all over the face because it had like sparkle to it. And I did not like that whole Edward Cullen kind of look. So I'm pretty sure I did declutter this one. I did not use it up. I know that for a fact. And I don't think that I sold this one. I think I ended up giving this one away. Okay, you guys, so I had over 20 some, oh no, more like, I had about 40 to 50 items in this haul alone, And out of all of these items, I still have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 items. I did not even keep half of the items out of this whole entire haul. This just reminds me, I don't need this much. One, you will never catch me now. I shouldn't say never, but I'm pretty sure you won't catch me buying this many lip products ever, especially in one round. No. I have learned my lesson with lip products. I am not somebody who cares what the latest and greatest lip product is, so I don't see myself. At this time in my life, I was falling for the hype of the whole YouTube buying everything, reviewing everything. So that's why I had many lip products, but it gave me major anxiety. I don't get anxiety at all with how many eyeshadow products I have, but I did with lip products. It really, really put me on edge. So you'll never catch me, one, buying this many lip products. Two, I've learned my preferences in makeup, so you won't see me buying some of these things again. For instance, an illuminating powder. I don't need that. If I really want my face to be illuminating, I know to use more cream products. I know to use more of my, I could buy a setting spray that's a lot cheaper, that gives me a glow overall. I've learned what to do in order to control my spending. And then the other thing is, the third lesson I learned out of this is, don't buy something just because it's on sale and you get an additional discount on top of it. Because if you didn't want it when it was full price and you were willing to pay full price, why would you buy it on sale? That's something I learned big time. If I was not willing to spend the money when it was full price, why would I spend it during a sale? I'm still not going to use it. My mindset and my wanting for it, it's not going to get on my face. Just because it's on sale, that doesn't mean anything. Now, if I want something and it goes on sale, then bonus to me, but not because it's on sale am I going to buy something. I don't do that anymore. I don't look at the sale section anymore just to see what I can spend money on, because I've learned my lesson many, many times that I would buy things on sale just because they were on sale and I never used them. So those are my 3 lessons I learned out of this haul. I still love the items that I still own. I still use them. I have no problem with these products. I sanitize everything. I love these things. So yeah, I went nuts. This was one of my last hauls like this because this is when I had that wake up call. And I was like, enough is enough. You got to do something, Alex, or you're going to find yourself in some sort of like anxiety asylum or something where they're going to have to treat you for stuff, because I was going crazy. So that's it. That's all that I have for you guys. What do you guys think? Do you think I did good? I definitely lost a lot of money here, but you know what? I don't think about it that way. I just think about where I am now and where my mindset is and my sanity, and I am a lot more happier with less items. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have fun shopping. If you are shopping, be smart about it. Think about it. I always say this during any VIB sale. You can find 100 times better discounts at the actual brand's website. That's what I do. I don't really shop the VIB sale anymore. And plus, Sephora doesn't give you that many wonderful perks. Like, I really don't. Ulta does, Sephora doesn't. So I've learned my lesson. But if you're gonna shop, just be smart about it. Think about it thoroughly, consider it, put things in your cart now. Maybe wait a day or two to see if you really want it or not. So you know you. So just letting you know. Putting myself out there, so if anybody can get anything out of this video to help them, I'm glad it did. So I'll put more videos on the screen for your enjoyment. Until then, adios.